This video is about 3D printing orientation for strength.
So let's say you want to 3D print a shelf. Before printing it, you should ask yourself,
Two questions. The first one is where the force will be acting, and the second one is how you will be using this object.
by the way, if you want to learn visually, stay tuned until the end of the video. Coming back, if we print the model,
Horizontally, the layers are on top of each other, but the forces is coming from this side over here. This will give the print more strength and more durability. Let's explain it on the whiteboard. Let's say we stack the layers on top of each other in the horizontal direction you see in front of you. The maximum forces are concentrated on the layer line exactly. Whereas if we are printing it in the other way, which is on top of each other, and you put the force this way, what's gonna happen is when you're stacking layers on top of each other, the weakest point of the layer is where it sticks. Also, it happens in welding. They always say that the weakest point is where the weld is. This is what's happening here in 3D printing. You're putting layers on top of each other that are glued due to melting and then cooling. They glue together. So if the force is going on this side and I want to prevent the layers from detach from each other because that's the weakest point, so what we do is we make sure that the printing orientation is away from where the force can split these layers from each other.
now for people who learns visually, I 3D printed the model in two different orientations. This print is printed horizontally, and if you add the forces over here, the layers are not going to split from each other. Whereas the one that is printed in a different orientation, if you look closely over here, keeping in mind that the force is at the end, the force is certainly going to split the layers of each other. So whenever you print a model, just keep in mind the two things that I told you about.
And one more thing to add is if you want to work on strengthening specific part and leaving the other parts that will not have lots of forces, it is where you can use modifiers, and you can learn about modifiers in this video over here. See you in the next tutorial.